Hi everyone, normally you know me as the guy who does concepts and reviews of phones. However, recently LG reached out to me and said, are you interested in our new 2021 TV series as the C series? It's like, ooh, I already like LG TVs when it comes to their design, so let me check it out quickly. And after seeing it, I was like, oh yes please, send it over. So that's what they did, and of course, as stated, they did send it over, but they didn't pay me to give an opinion or anything like that. Either way, what they sent over was the LG48C1. A stunning TV in terms of design already, which is something that I really care for, if you didn't know. Anyway, it's a stunning TV in terms of design, but next to that, it is game orientated as well. For instance, you get a 4K panel with 120Hz and of course 1 millisecond response time. You have game optimizer, G-Sync and all those features that really enhances the gaming experience. So that's why I was really interested in looking at this TV, because I do enjoy playing games in between times when I can, of course when I'm not working. Anyway, let's discuss the TV itself and of course start with some fancy B-roll stuff, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so let's quickly start with the unboxing of this LG48C1. Now, of course, this TV has all the basic accessories that you need, including a manual on how to set this up properly. It was a little bit of looking through the manual on how to do that stand, but honestly, it's quite simple. You just have to figure out where to place things and how to set things up. One thing that I have to note: if you install a TV like this, make sure that it's face down. And of course, with preference, you want to have two people moving this TV in general. Before we start talking about experience, let's first start by running over the specifications of the LG48C1. To begin with, as stated in the name, this is the 48-inch version of the C series. With it, you get an incredible self-lit 4K panel that truly feels game-orientated because of the 120Hz panel and of course the 1 millisecond response time. But that's not only because of that. LG made sure that gameplay experience is enhanced because of some features on this TV, like having Nvidia G-Sync, cloud gaming, but more importantly, game optimizer. Game optimizer allows you to adjust the settings on your TV that orientates to what you're watching, or in this case, playing. Game optimizer allows you to adjust the settings on your TV that then orientates to what you are playing. Game optimizer, for instance, allows you to easily adjust your white and black stabilizer, but also change your game genre. And with the game genre, it aims to be a setup for that game style you are playing, like for instance a first-person shooting game. This will enhance the experience of gaming on the LG48C1, combined with of course the 120Hz panel and the 1 millisecond response time. And I can just before we continue tell you that the gaming on this TV really does look good. Colors look stunning and games like Horizon Zero Dawn just look incredible. By the way, thank you Daniel from Zone of Tech. If anyone is wondering why my concept slowed down a little bit, it's because of Daniel. He advised me to play this game. Anyway, but as stated, this game looks even better now. And for those who are wondering, yes, this TV does come with HDMI 2.1, meaning that it allows you to fully utilize that 4K and 120 FPS you can get on, for instance, the latest consoles. And while so far I've been focusing on gaming a lot with the LG48C1, the experience of movies matters as well, and here again, we have some features that enhance that experience. This is down to the A9 Gen 4 AI processor 4K. This again allows you to optimize the experience, but as stated, it's not only in movies, but watching TV in general. For instance, having modes such as standard, cinema, filmmaker and much more. But also auto brightness is a feature here as well. But the main one here is the AI Picture Pro. This is an LG deep learning technique that enhances the images and clarity all depending on your content. And in that system itself, it will also watch what you're gaming or what you are watching and give you recommendation of what it feels like you need in terms of settings. This can all be found under the Advanced tab. Some non-AI features, but still important, is for instance eye comfort mode. This in layman's term reduces the blue light, meaning less blue light will come out of your display. This is normally the reason why your eyes get easily strained. The yellow is less harmful for your eyes or less bright, meaning it's easier to watch of course your movies or play games because it's less harmful to your eyes. Combined with of course the flicker-free technology, it simply reduces the flicker and overall helps the strain of your eyes for longer sessions. And then we come to sound, and I know these are still TV speakers, and it means that yes, with a home cinema set, of course you're gonna get better audio. But in turn, the audio that comes out of the LG48C1 is somewhat, I can call, impressive. Part of that is down to the AI Sound Pro that somehow manages to separate the voices from of course the background audio, and that gives you a clearer and better overall sound. But in general, apart from the audio quality, the volume is really good. Here, have a listen and judge for yourself as much as you can of course, with it being recorded via a mic. Now of course it shouldn't come as a surprise that we are talking here about a smart TV, meaning it comes with the latest features itself. Easy access to Netflix, Disney+, Prime Video and so much more via the homepage as well. Also at the homepage you will find that there's different content that will be recommended to you, maybe on your experience of what you watched, but also something that is really popular at the moment. Easy via the remote as well is the access to set programs, Netflix, Disney+, Prime Video, Rakuten, of course your Google Assist and of course your Amazon Alexa are easily accessible via that remote. Talking about the remote does come with some features as well. For instance, the remote also somewhat works as a mouse itself. This means that you can easily scroll through different things. For instance, if you are typing, you can via this quite easily because you don't have to press left to right, you just use the mouse feature. With that being said though, if you are for instance on YouTube or just on the TV itself, you can also speak to it and it will then go to set program or find the title you are looking for on for instance YouTube. It's quite handy and it's easily accessible via the remote or the TV itself. Quite well done here. And then of course let's quickly talk about the design as well, because honestly that's something really important too. Here for instance what I can really tell you is that the material itself really does feel proper. That metal plate at the bottom is truly metal and has some real heft to it. It feels really good and, well, you would normally say it feels really good in the hand with the phone, but this does really feel good. It feels like high quality material. Then of course we have the thinness of the TV itself. Of course at the bottom it will be a bit thicker because of the speakers but also the ports, but it's actually quite thin. Here, compare it with the LG Wing and you can see how thin it is. It's actually the thinnest part of that LG Wing is really comparable with this as well. Now of course there are some ports we have to discuss as well. You get 4 HDMI ports, you get 3 USB-A ports, you of course get your antenna cable in but also your satellite in. What you also have is of course your LAN cable, your DP audio out, but also your optical digital audio out as well. Also there is like an entry for a smart card, for instance here. You have Sigo and you have normally a card that you put in. This feature allows you to not need that extra space. For instance, for a separate media kit that you then need to place and then connect via the HDMI, this card allows you to simply put it in and have those features of your provider of your TV services. But overall, I truly have to say that I really like this design itself. It looks simplistic, it looks styleful, and it really does fit well in a home interior. So, at the end, who is this TV for? Well, honestly, it shoots at both targets. If you just enjoy watching TV or gaming, both of these really work well on this TV. The 4K resolution, the features that you get for watching movies, but also playing games with a 120Hz panel and a 1 millisecond response time, it just makes it that it fits all. It does all really well. With that being said, if you want a larger one, again, link in the description where you can check it out yourself. With that being said again, if you do love gaming and if you want to play, of course, on your latest console, this TV does support that really well because of the HDMI 2.1, because of the 4K resolution and that 120Hz. Either way, what I think about it, it is really a stunning TV. I love it to bits, and while my older TV was of course bigger, I do enjoy this TV better. The display quality is higher, the colors look really good, the saturation works really well, for instance with games. Of course the 120Hz as stated before, and I feel like I'm on a repeat with that one, really does benefit the gameplay experience, but not to mention movies as well. It does look really stunning. Overall, the LG48C1 is a good TV that really does fit well in your home interior. If you want to know more as stated about the TV, do visit the link in the description so you can check out the TV and the full specifications as well. Call me impressed. And also call this the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I do hope that you enjoyed. If you have any questions, don't feel afraid to ask them below. I will try to answer as much as I can, and of course, have a good one. Talk to you guys in the next.